Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my March favorites, which is insane. But this month round, I have a few products that I have recently rekindled my love for. I have done the shop my collection kind of thing because I have so much makeup that I just can't seem to just buy anymore. I just can't seem to do it. When there is something that I am super excited about, then I will go buy it, but I feel like I in the past have just bought makeup just for the sake of it, and I have so much in my collection that I just decided to shop my own collection, and I have found some really great products that I either used to love or haven't even really used, and I have found some really great products that I think you guys will like as well. So I'll start off with my face products. This is a foundation that I've been reaching for quite a bit, and I think it may have been in my last month's favorites. I'm not 100% sure, but if it was, I still do love it. It is the TOUCHE ECLAT foundation. This is amazing stuff. For the price, I personally think it's worth it. I just cannot get enough of this stuff. I love the consistency, I love the smell of it, I love the finish of it. I just think it is an all-round great foundation. It is very expensive. It's a really pricey foundation, but I personally think that it is worth it. The smell of it is quite fragrant, so if you don't like really like scented products, you definitely won't like this. It is really fragrant. I personally love the smell. It smells really nice. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells really good. The consistency is really nice and thin, so you can definitely leave it at a light to medium coverage, or you can get a buildable coverage to about a full medium. I probably wouldn't go for like a full coverage just because it might look a little bit cakey, but I think at a full medium it looks quite lovely. And I just love the finish of it as well. It looks really natural on the skin because it is quite a thin consistency, and I think it just lasts all day on me. I personally love it. I think it's great. If you're after a new foundation, you're willing to splurge, definitely give it a go, or even go to Mecca and go get a sample, see how you like it. This color in particular is BD50. This is my fake tan shade. It looks really dark in the bottle. When the lady matched me to this, I was like, are you sure? Like, it is really dark, but it doesn't come out that dark. I'm wearing it today and I just really like it. So if you're after a new foundation, definitely give this one a go. Now, on the complete opposite cost factor for products, I have a concealer by Essence. Now, if you guys are familiar with Essence, which I'm sure 99% of you guys are because it is such a well-known brand that is super affordable, the products are really great for the price, and you just cannot go wrong with majority of the products. This concealer is definitely no exception. I think this is such a foundation. Such a fantastic concealer for the price. It is under $5, and this particular one is the Stay All Day concealer in the color 10 Natural Beige. They have two colors to choose from, one that is more pinky tone and this one is a more yellow tone concealer. Typically when it comes to concealers, I will usually, if I ever color correct, I'll use something more pigmented like the Kryolan concealer wheel, or something that's more pinky salmon toned, and then I'll always go over the top of it with a yellow tone concealer just to add that extra highlight to my under eye area and also around the face. So this is really nice. It's got a really, again, nice thin consistency, but the pigmentation's definitely there. It does have a doe foot applicator, which I love. It's my favorite form of concealer. It's super sanitary and I find it's just, you know, really easy to apply, and the coverage is really good as well, and I find that it does last all day on me. I typically will always have a creasing concealer. That's just me. That's how my face works. My under eyes are just so frustrating. Like, I always have creasing, but besides that, I think it is a really good concealer, and you know, for $5, take it from me, guys. Go grab it, take my opinion, and you guys will be thanking me for it because it is amazing. I absolutely love it, and for $5 you really have nothing to lose. If it's bad and you don't like it, it's no big deal. So definitely go try it, and I'm sure you guys will love it as well. Moving straight on to the eye section, I have a palette by Models Prefer. If you guys don't know what Models Prefer, if you guys don't know the brand Models Prefer, it is a Priceline brand that is only sold at Priceline. So it's exclusive to Priceline. So if you're out of Australia and you don't have Priceline, I'm sorry, but you can't get it. But if you are in Australia and you do have Priceline, then you are well aware of this brand. They have some really really good stuff in their range. So recently, I'm going to say it was like last year sometime, they came out with a new palette, and this one is the Rose Nude palette. I have their Nude palette, which I am quite a fan of. I just don't reach for it as much as I used to, but it is still a really good palette. But this is a rose toned, or a more pinky kind of tone, very inspired by like the Naked 3 palette. It has some very similar shades in there, so if you like the Naked palettes, this is very similar. It is a really lovely palette, super easy to grab. It's really tiny and compact. It's really slim, so it's great for traveling. The shades are quite buttery as well, which is really nice. I have used this in a most recent tutorial as well. So this glitter shade is definitely my favorite. It is so pretty. I just love it. It is so glittery and so beautiful, but I really like a combination between this shade, and this shade. Those are probably my favorite. The glittery white shade is also really lovely as well, and I just use that in the inner corner and on the brow bone, and you have yourself a really nice eye look. I just love it, and it is quite affordable as well. I think it's under $15. I just really like it, and if you do have access to it, definitely give it a go. The colours are quite nice. They're not the most highly pigmented shadows that you're going to get, considering it is quite affordable, but you know, for the price you really can't beat it, and there's some really pretty shades in there. But if you do have the Naked 3, you don't necessarily need it, but if you're a makeup hoarder like myself, you're probably going to want to go buy it, because it is really nice. But if you have tried and you like it, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, definitely something that I am highly recommending to you guys. So let's talk about eyelashes. I recently purchased some eyelashes from Social Eyes, and I am, let's just say, I'm obsessed. They are beautiful eyelashes. If you guys haven't heard of Social Eyes before, it is a brand by Carissa Pukas. Is it Pukas? Pukas? However you pronounce her last name, but she has come out with this brand of lashes that are just so lovely. I absolutely love them. I'm wearing a pair of them today. These are in the style MINX that I'm wearing today, but the pair that I have just been obsessing over is MINX 2.0. So they are basically just like these, the crisscross version, but they're more thicker, more full. They are amazing. They're so nice, and they're quite flexible as well. I find them really easy to wear. They are quite comfortable as well, considering they do have a thicker band, but I'm quite a fan of them, and they're like, what, like $6 or $7 a pair, which, I mean, if you're in Australia, you know that's a great price. The shipping's really fast as well, so I do highly recommend trying them. I'll leave the website down below if you're after some new lashes. Moving straight along to the face products, I have a palette by Hourglass. I don't know if they still sell this or not. I hope they do, because they've got some really beautiful shades in here, but I think 5 out of 6 shades are permanent, so you can definitely purchase them by themselves. So this is the Holiday Edit palette that they came out around Christmas time. It does come with 6 shades. The shades are quite small, but I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of it, and I have been recently. I have really been quite attached, let's just say, to the bronzer shade. This is beautiful. This is Luminous Bronze. They do have this as a permanent shade. They've also got the blush shade, which I'm also quite in love with, which is Luminous Flush. And for a highlight, I have been mixing these two together, which the middle one I believe is limited edition, but it's called Iridescent Light. I think it's limited edition. And then the yellow tone is I think it's Dim Light. I'm pretty sure. It's just a really nice yellow tone. But regardless, if I'm going to recommend any shades, it would be Luminous Bronze and Luminous Flush. These two shades, oh my god. Oh my gosh. They are life. They really are. So if you're going to get any, get those two. You can get them in singles, and they are just, they're so worth it. I'm going to buy them when they're full, like in their full pans when I finish this. It is just amazing. This is definitely a hidden gem that is in Priceline, or if you have Essence, you need to go get this. This is something that I am recommending to you guys so highly. It is amazing. So this is, again, by Essence. Essence is like really killing it in my collection right now. So this is one of their 3D eyeshadows, and this is in the color 08 Irresistible Vanilla Latte. what I use this for, you guys. I'm so excited. I like using this color here. It is a beautiful champagne color. This is definitely so identical to MAC Soft and Gentle. I've got it as my highlighter today. I'll put a little bit more on because it is just amazing. You guys, I mean, like, look at that glow. It's so pretty. I just can't handle it. It is so beautiful. I need to put some more on. I mean, for like $3 or $4, how can you say no to that? It is so pretty. The shade that is next to the shade that I like using, so this is the shade that I use as a highlighter. This is just a really nice, quite sheer, like sheeny whitish color. Really, really pretty just for all over the lid, just as like a wash of color, or really pretty as an inner corner highlight or brow bone highlight. So for under $5, I mean, you guys, these are amazing. So if you have access to Essence, go try this because it is amazing. Okay guys, now that all of my makeup favorites are out of the way, let's move on to my one food favorite. Actually, funny story, one day after work, my blood sugar levels went completely low and I couldn't drive until I ate something, and I quickly ran into Woolworths and I went and grabbed this. It sounded really yummy at the time, and it is so good, you guys. It is so yum. It's not like overly healthy or anything, but it is just something that I like using as a treat. So this is the protein square. This is by the Snacking Co. This is the apple and cinnamon. Oh my gosh. So carb wise, it's got 19.7 grams of carbs and the sugars is like 12.1, so it's not like overly healthy, but again, I just like using it as a treat. But this, you guys, so good. So good. It's basically like a Rice Krispie kind of treat thing. So yummy. It tastes like an apple pie. You really just can't go wrong. So I think it's like $1.75 or $2 or something for these. So if you have a Woolworths around you and you're able to get these, highly recommend them. They're very tasty. Okay guys, so now on to my random favorites. So I have two song favorites that I literally cannot get out of my head. They're on repeat every time I'm in the car, every time I'm getting ready. I'm always playing these two particular songs. So if you guys are familiar with these two songs, I'll link them down below so you guys can go check them out. First one being No by Meghan Trainor, or is it Meghan Trainor? However you pronounce it. Let's just be clear, I'm not a huge fan of hers, to be completely honest, but this song is so catchy that I just cannot get enough of it. It is very, very catchy and it is very easy to just listen to on repeat because it's like, it's good. It's just good. I really like it. I'll admit that. I do like it. It's probably her best song, to be completely honest. Second song that I've also really been liking is also by a girl band that I am, again, to be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of, but it's Work by Fifth Harmony. To be completely honest, I'm not a huge fan of theirs either, but they've recently just come out with this song Work, which is so addictive. It is just like, yes, like so addictive. Again, I'll link them in the description box so you guys can go check them out and become obsessed like I am. And the last thing that I wanted to mention was a TV show. Are you guys familiar with Vikings? Yes. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's a problem. It really is a problem. I am so addicted to it. Like, it's not funny. Like, I am so addicted to it. Like, Ragnar Lothbrok. Oh my god. There is someone on YouTube that literally looks identical to him. I think his name's Zach Smith's Fitness. Identical. Like, it is like his long lost like twin. It's creepy. But yeah, totally obsessed with it. I've just finished season 2. I just love it. It is great. It is kind of like, if you're into like Game of Thrones and those kind of shows, you'll definitely like it. It's kind of like set back in like way back, like way back. So if you like those kind of shows, definitely go check it out. It is amazing, very addictive, and there is some serious eye candy in that show. So yeah. So that, guys, completes this March favorites. I almost called it a tutorial. That, guys, completes the tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments down below. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.